bit bigger.
Exciting to be back again.
Yeah, it's...
But I thought the first one was more so like relaxing. I found it was just chill. But then you see people out there going, "Oh my god, it's so exposed."
Well, if you've never experienced it,
I know it's good. It's good in that way.
So no doing this sort of thing. So in other words, as we go across, take one off, check if it's done, get the other one.
Sounds good, dude. Touch it up.
But yeah, just not to get the hurry, just to make sure you hit it nice early.
Seat belt for safety. All about safety today.
Ready? Hope he doesn't fly away. Colours on that. See the pretty colours. Oh. On my back, is he?
On the backpack. He's coming.
He's coming for a ride.
Do the introductions as well. I don't think we've done a formal.
More of me on camera, too.
More of you on camera. I know you're a superstar, James.
Yeah.
Anyway,
God.
James here, the owner, designer, builder, everything man for RockWire, graciously taking me out on another tour.
Should be a good day.
This is like the start of all the routes leading down into the face, so that there's two currently. The one I did previously was route 1, which is sort of just a kind of like a ramble, would you kind of say? It sort of rambles around the cliffs in a sort of circuit manner and comes back up. And this sort of drops down into a steeper section. It's got a few more harder pitches. So I thought the first one was relaxing, so let's see if this one can turn it up a little bit. Before we get into the climb, I've got a quick word from the sponsor of today's video, Insta360. So I've been a long time user now of Insta360 and their cameras, and I've been very happy with how all of them that I've used so far have performed, being mainly the X series of cameras. So I was very excited that Insta360 reached out and sent me their new Ace Pro 2 camera to check out. Very pleased with how this new camera here is performing, really enjoying the large sensor and the increase in resolution. It makes quite a large difference in a variety of different lighting situations where sometimes the action cameras can perform quite poorly. Due to the fact that this camera is co-engineered by Leica, color profiles that they offer you and the grading inbuilt in the camera is something that really stands out to me in the fact that it achieves a really good looking result very easily. Another good feature that I've been really enjoying is the really large flip screen, so you can actually see what you're recording. Certainly helps to be able to see that you're actually getting the result that you want. Anyway, I've probably rambled on enough. If you are interested in the camera, and do check out the performance of this camera throughout the video to ensure that you might actually enjoy it. But if you like it, you can follow one of the links in the description and it'll take you to the website where you can read a little bit more on the camera and decide if it's for you. Yeah. Better off doing it with the left hand.
Comes out the same spot basically. Still got ropes in the outfit. See the bridge?
Yep. For my fellow Australians who may be unfamiliar with Via Ferrata, the concept originated in the European Alps as a means to protect mountain paths through the use of ladders, ropes and artificial holds. Hence the name Via Ferrata, Italian for iron path. Many summits and dangerous mountain routes were protected in this manner in the mid to late 1800s, particularly in Italy, Austria and Germany.
Something different. People find climbing down a lot harder than climbing
typically is, because you usually don't want to have to down climb stuff out in the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is still part of the first route. This is where you come up, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's run.
You're sort of worried that people are gonna pull on the rock and it's just gonna come whoop straight out, or you kind of tested everything?
Yeah, most of the spots.
Because the Buller Rock loves to not be attached to the mountain, which isn't great.
Always discovering new bits.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The mono. Bang.
It's a hole there, is it?
Yeah. Best hold for the day. In the pocket.
Yeah.
Perfect size for the middle finger.
Yeah, as soon as I put some weight on it, it just bang out of pops. I guess swinging.
Just because the rock breaks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time where there's a gap in the camp, because it's 2 layers of separate rock.
Okay.
Instead of one rock that's just got a groove in it or something.
Yeah.
Take one off, tap it into that one. And start our down climb. And what we mean by the French system of the Ferrata is, see how they come down in this J? So the idea is that if you do slip and fall, you fall down into it and it takes a little bit of it
Yeah, okay.
as well. So it's a very different system to like a lot of the Italian ones, for example.
What are the Italian
Well, I think they call it
systems?
The Alpine system.
Oh, okay.
Where it's dead tight.
Yeah.
The cable's dead tight, and you use. And I was thinking of doing it for Route 3, where you wouldn't have any handholds.
Right.
Sometimes you don't even have footholds. You just had the rock and the cable.
The next development of Via Ferrata occurred during the First World War as a battlefront existed in the Italian Dolomites. Due to the severity of the terrain and the harsh conditions, the soldiers fixed cables and ladders to the rock faces to help them move about the mountains safely. After the Second World War, these routes were restored. And so you sort of suggest people to do the first route to ensure that they can do this?
Yeah, the prerequisite is you've either done the first route, or you've done Via Ferratas elsewhere in the world, or you're a pretty competent climber.
Subsequent developments throughout the 1900s existed as a means to aid in climbers' access to routes, or to link various routes together. It wasn't until the 90s when Via Ferrata became more of a commercial and standalone activity, with routes now existing across Europe and other countries like Scandinavia, the US, New Zealand, and now Australia.
Do some gardening here, get rid of all this wood stuff.
If you keep trying to sweep all the rocks off, you'll eventually lose a mountain.
There's plenty of holes. If you
I just broke the rules, I took them both off. I hope you don't hate me for it. At least you got the tree to guide you. And a lot of lichen too. Oh, I love those.
How cool is that, eh?
Go hitch a sling to that. Wood whip. Look at that.
I don't know how strong it is.
No, I wouldn't. I would not at all.
It's just a climb, it's probably no big a deal, but for the average person, I've got to keep reminding myself to be quiet there.
It's not so bare.
No, it's
pretty much
plenty of holds.
Yeah, you got
This is not.
tons of ledges everywhere.
Yeah.
Because you can sort of just stand here.
But people doing that will freak out.
Yeah,
just standing there.
that's the thing with like the difference between like scrambling and low grade climbing and stuff is like this is realistically, if you have no fear of the heights or whatnot, standing here is just the same as standing on the ground to someone who's been doing it.
Yeah.
Like you're not in any danger. Like I could do this, you know.
That's how I drilled.
Yeah, I
That's
just
how I was.
and like it's no worries, but it's like there's like there's a couple meters above the ground, but it would be the same thing as if I was 300 meters above the ground. It's like if it's a good ledge, it's
just what your head's telling you.
Yeah.
We had a field yesterday. The whole time get sewing machine lead.
You mean Elvis leg?
Legs and shaking the whole time.
Yeah, you nothing but a hound dog.
It's cool just how you can have that camera just anywhere. Doesn't matter what way it's pointing.
Yeah, you just look like a bit of a like some sort of Star Wars character when you've got it on.
Yeah. Hard. We're kind of leaning back and going to change.
Change clips.
Yeah. Deeper.
Oh yeah, cool section.
The west face of Mount Buller is a rarity for mainland Australia in the fact that it has a true alpine character to it, with all its positives and negatives. Not much in the way of free climbing occurs outside of a few select routes that depend on increasingly rare ice cover. Protection is very sparse and of a poor quality as the rock is particularly weak, being a mudstone. Traditional rock climbing just doesn't happen here, which is why this Via Ferrata is special as it allows safe passage to this amazing side of the mountain. And to those who think you're locked out of climbing this side of the mountain, you still can. And I implore you to do so if you enjoy climbing on rotten alpine rock and have a good life insurance policy.
Voila.
First non-builder to do the bridge.
I feel honoured.
Yeah, not as desperate as that one. That one's 12, I reckon.
12, 16, 16.
Yeah. How's that section? I haven't even done that yet.
This part here,
Yeah.
it's alright. For one section.
Step out across.
Oh, this looks like it's not quite as vertical. Looks a bit more overhanging.
Yeah. See how the ladder works.
The guinea pig. The hardest part about the ladder is the clipping. Because you gotta throw it up, catch it, and then clip it. It's all the way down here.
Yeah, a bit of a technique, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a good amount of vert.
Certainly, you have to put a bit more effort into getting up this thing.
Yeah. Definitely not as many. Oh, the hands are plentiful. And I guess the feet don't matter so much, but it does sort of force you into a position where you'd like to pull a bit.
Having a fun little pumping section for people. Bit of exposed stepping out here.
Yeah. Another sick pocket. Perfect for my right hand. I can just jam the thumb in there. This is us here, is it?
It is. We're back onto Route 1.
Whoa.
There you go. Thank you
Short
for being
and
our guinea pig.
short and sweet. Nothing blue. Didn't die. I think that's ideal.
That wouldn't be good on our first trip, would it?
No.
So far we're 0 from 1.
No disasters. That's great.
So harder than Route 1?
Yeah. Not significantly so. We'll have to look at the grading system once we get back into the shop to sort of give more of a consensus. Yeah. I didn't think it was shorter than the first one.
Yep.
But when any of you guys online consider doing it, you'd do this at the end of the first route. So it's quite a big day out. You'd be out here on the rungs for quite some time, so it's good value, I would think, especially if you don't really do this stuff outside of this activity. Like if you're outdoorsy and you just hike, this is a perfect way for you to get into understanding how you feel with a little bit of air beneath you, when it's realistically very safe, going to be guided the whole way and shown how to correctly use personal anchor systems. So there is danger, of course, if you slip and fall, and that would more so be attributed to anxiety rather than the difficulty of the course. Like if you're anxious about height, and you could make a mistake, but I don't think it's anything to really worry about.
Have a read of that. I've got to go get my glasses because I'm as blind as a bat without them.
It's alright.
Left it in the
I
car.
could translate.
So we say Route 1 is a B, PD, or a 2. So steep rocky terrain, some small steps, exposed sites. Yeah, it has that. Let's look at 3. As all those things could be further apart in vertical sections, partly only wire rope, difficulties without safety elements up to 4. Steep to very steep rocky terrain, mainly small steps and potentially very often exposed passages. I reckon it meets that one.
Yeah, so I thought that it was a 3.
Yeah, I would probably think it was a 3.
But it had
too.
elements of a 4, but not enough for it to constitute getting that grade.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks
Awesome.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
See you next time for Route 3.
Yeah, Route 3, I wonder how long that'll take, but you need a break.
I do need a bit of a break.
You need a bit of a
Maybe
break.
next year.
Yeah. All right. Thanks
No
again.
worries. Catch you later.
Now, for the pilgrimage home. Funny subject to cover with what's happening in the climbing world, so it can be a bit divisive, but I think a lot of people like to talk about things they don't know. I mean, Mount Buller's my home mountain, and I've been here and climbing on it for ever since I've started hiking, essentially. So it's about 4 years now, and what they've done doesn't subtract away from anything from the mountain. You can still do all of the climbing there that you want to. Honestly, more activities like that, the better, as far as I'm concerned. But you know, it takes someone like James who has that dedication and that passion to want to bring these things out to people, rather than, unfortunately, our parks authorities here in Victoria don't really care to promote activities like that, which is a shame, because you know, it's a different side of nature walking. Instead of just going out and walking on a flat trail, you get some air beneath you and it's a bit different. I think everyone could benefit from an activity like that. But anyway, that's my rambling, so I'm gonna hit the road, get home, and try and get these videos out as quick as possible, but you won't know that because you'll be watching them as I speak. But anyway, the reason why I have to get them out quickly is because I'm off to Tasmania, so it's probably a good thing that I've had some practice with exposure, even though I thought it was, you know, it's pretty good, because the adventures to come, well, they might be pretty rad, so you'll see them when you see them. Catch you next time.